Welcome to Dead Man Talking. I'm quite excited about tonight's story. I've just read through it and I have to say this is going to be gripping. It's a series story. This is part 1, so do stay tuned for part 2. Entitled simply, Confessions of a Demon Hunter. An introduction. Let's get straight into that, guys. Hope you enjoy. Good evening, or morning, or whatever time it happens to be in your area. As the title suggests, I'm a bona fide demon hunter, and I have a lot to confess. If I had friends who wanted to hear it, then I would confess to them. If I had family who wouldn't attempt to lock me away in a nut shack, I would go to them. Hell, if I were Catholic, I would hop into one of those little cubicles and talk to a priest. I am none of those things. What I am, more than anything, is tired. I am tired of the endless nights, tired of the constant violence, tired of the mind-numbing terror. I'm tired of being alone in this. There are others like me. Several hundred, in fact. As far as my understanding goes, we were all like you at one time. We were regular people, with regular lives and jobs and hopes and dreams. Then, we hit the age of 33. We discover that we are part of a bloodline that has certain responsibilities that have been handed down since the time when Christ walked the earth. Where to begin? Where to begin? Well, first off, the God of Abraham is real. So is his son, who walked the earth 2,000 some odd years ago. The devil is real. Angels too. Demons, vampires, werewolves, magic. All of it is real. Though the reality of it all has been purposely altered throughout the ages, until the stark reality of it all is so embedded with half-truths, mythology, and straight-up bullshit that it is hard to tell what's what. I would like to set the record straight on as much of it as I can on this format, where so many inquisitive minds gather to share stories secretly and overtly hoping that there is some grain of truth in these tales. Partly because I think that through these stories, maybe I can wake up some sleeping minds. Mostly though, because I want there to be some record of me and my trials and experiences for when I am inadvertently killed by something. I suppose as a good way of an introduction, I could tell you about myself, but I'm not quite up for that at the moment, and I doubt there would be any real interest in any case. No, forget about me for a moment. Let's talk about what I am. I am as human as you. One head, 2 arms, 2 legs, torso, pelvis, yada yada. I am a different breed, however. More akin to the original humans than what is populating the world now. There really isn't a word for my breed. I simply attributed the moniker of the demon hunter because it's convenient attention grabber and a fairly astute title for my actions. So, basically, it is like this. In the times before the one God sent his son down to save the errant human race, we had grown to be so perverted and lost that various agents of that fucking cherub pretty much had free reign. Humanity suffered under the cruelty of fallen angels masquerading as gods. Predatory monsters such as vampires and werewolves ran amok. Demons and sorcerers played with the common man like you would a cup and a ball toy. I'm sure the majority of you have some ideas of the story of Christ and his miracles, making the blind see, curing leprosy, casting out demons and whatnot. There is another miracle though that has been removed from any and all scripture and historical document, the miracle of the bloodline. Christ and his apostles had been putting foot to ass against the enemy's agents during his entire ministry, but Christ knew that when he returned to his Father's kingdom, that someone would have to carry on the fight. And so, before his sacrifice, Christ chose roughly 300 of his newly converted flock and gave them knowledge and power to fight. These people were changed mentally, physically, and spiritually. They would be the start of the bloodline. The line would spread to every continent, race, and nation of the world. The vast majority of people who carry the blood will spend their entire lives never knowing that they carry power from the Most High within them. However, when necessary, through a process I still know nothing about, a bearer of the blood will be awoken during his or her 33rd birthday and will be charged to carry on the ancient fight. Those of us who are awoken have our lives taken out from under us. Many of us do not want to be in this situation, but to refuse the calling is a surefire way to die horribly very soon. This is all gross simplification. After all, this is merely the introduction to my story. I have never done a confession before, never been part of any interviews or on any medium, and frankly, don't know what the hell I am doing. I welcome questions to further this mess along. Do not be shy, I will answer nearly anything that is put before me. For the moment though, I think I will retire to that wonderful temptress that is my bed. Be safe out there, friends, be safe. Wow, that concludes part one of our story here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As I say, stay tuned for part two. And as always guys, remember, be safe, not sorry.